Hello girls and boys, it's Mrs. Fewtrell here again with a story. Now today we're going to read the story called One Dog Canoe. Now before we begin this story, I want to make sure that everyone listening knows what a canoe is. So can you look at this picture? Do you see that there's a red boat and it's open on the top and you sit in the middle with you and your friends, and this is a boat called a canoe. And in America, when I was growing up as a child, we used to go on canoe trips and put all of our tents and our pack things in there and go on a trip and go camping in our canoes. So when I was a child, I liked to go on canoe rides. And this is a story about a little girl and her dog. And she says that this canoe is only big enough for one girl and one dog. And that's why this book is called One Dog Canoe. Now you can tell that my family has read this book for a long time and we like it.
Look, here I am in my big green canoe. Ooh, and I can paddle this way down the river. Of course, my canoe is a lot bigger than the one in our story. I can fit 5 or 6 people in my canoe, if you don't mind getting cozy. And of course I use my paddle to paddle the canoe down the river or over the lake. But now you know exactly what a canoe is.
Okay, so let's get to the first page and find out what's going to happen. I set off one morning in my little red canoe. My dog wagged his tail and said, "Can I come too?" Do you think she's going to say yes? Yeah, there's some space in her canoe, isn't there? "You bet," I said. "It's a trip for 2, just me and you." Look, they both look really happy, don't they? Oh, before we read this page, this is a beaver. And he's an animal that lives in the water and chews down the logs and makes a beaver hut like that, a beaver dam. So the beaver is going to be in our canoe next. I dipped my paddle into ribbons of blue. That means she was pushing the canoe further with her paddle. And the beaver stopped his chewing and said, "Can I come too?" There's not much room. It's a one-dog canoe, but with a slap and a swim, the beaver scrambled in. Look, he's in the boat now. Did she say he could come in? She kind of said, no, there's no room, but he came in anyway. Oh, I guess he made a little room there. I swished past the ferns where the dragonflies grew, and I swished past the ferns where the dragonflies flew. The loon stretched her wings. "Can I come too?" "I doubt you'll fit. It's a one beaver, one dog canoe." But with a hoo-hoo-hoo flap, the loon landed on my lap. Ooh, she landed right in there. Is there going to be a little bit of room for her? It's getting a bit tight, isn't it? Silently we glided under silver webs of dew, and the wolf peered from the pines. "Can I come too?" Look, he's massive. He's a wolf. "Can I come too?" Maybe next time it's a one loon, one beaver, one dog canoe. But like an arrow on the wind, the wolf bounded in. Look, he's coming in. She's a bit shocked, isn't she? He's coming in. Still I paddled on in my little red canoe. Look how full it is now. And the bear slid down the tree. "Can I come too?" We're pretty darn full. It's a one wolf, one loon, one beaver, one dog canoe. With a grunt, thwump, kawump, the bear dropped in on his rump. Oh no, look, he made them all fly in the air. Are they going to make it in their little canoe? I J-stroked and I C-stroked, because what else could I do? The moose lifted his head and said, "Can I come too?" Do you think there'll be room in there for a moose? A moose is very, very big. Look, she says, "No." "You'll do us all in. It's a one bear, one wolf, one loon, one beaver, one dog canoe." She says, "No, don't come in." But with a toss of his rack, the moose climbed in at the back. Look at that boat. It's about sinking at the back here. And the sandwiches are falling overboard and everyone's looking. She's not looking very impressed under the moose's belly. And he looks like he's a bit worried. Oh my goodness. We teetered and we tottered and I glared at my crew. The frog hopped on a rock and said, "Can I come too?" Do you think there's room for any more in my little canoe? Frog, can't you see? It's a one moose, one bear, one wolf, one loon, one beaver, one dog canoe. But with a leap, a plop, a swish-a-bang, flop, look, they're going everywhere. We sputtered, splashed, swam, we drip-dried on the sand. Sorry, said Beaver, we should have listened to you. I guess you were right, it was a one-dog canoe. I started to grin. It's okay, we had a good swim. Then together we bailed till my vessel was dry, and with a push-a-swish glide, we waved goodbye. Look at, they're all sad because they can't come along. But she and her dog are going to go by themselves now. And I set off that evening as the northern lights grew, just me and my pal in my one-dog canoe. Well, do you think that was really a one-dog canoe? Do you think you would fit into that canoe? They could take just you, right? I mean, just you, just one more. I think so. Lovely. Well, thank you for joining me to read One Dog Canoe. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, boys and girls. Bye-bye.